It can be seen in lessons.
From here, duh.
It can be watched in performances. And it can be spotted in the playground. Dance has infused this school and enthused the pupils and staff.
Dance has been an important part of Perryfield's development because it's about the ethos and the culture that you want to portray.
It brings out who we are, personally. You know, different types of dancing, shows different emotions.
I've performed at so many places. It's kind of like I kind of feel that it's a sense of accomplishment, really, yeah.
If you're in a good mood and you start dancing them, it like relates and people can see that you're in a good mood.
Perryfields High School in Oldbury, in the West Midlands, introduced dance as an extracurricular course in 2002. It became so popular that it became not an extra, but an essential part of the curriculum.
It's grown massively. We do street, we do hip hop, we do break dancing, we do contemporary, we do lyrical. Yeah, we touch on every range. When they go into sixth form, they'll touch on ballet.
The school is now helping to promote an ambitious project called U-Dance, organised by Youth Dance England. It's aimed at everyone aged 5 to 19, to encourage them to dance and enable them to perform in front of an audience.
U-Dance is an enormous project. We want to involve every school in England, that's all primary and secondary schools, in the programme to create more dance performance opportunities. So that's 9.5 million children and young people we would like to involve.
U-Dance was launched in April 2009. Among the top dancers and choreographers giving their support was Kimberly J. Today, Kimberly is visiting the Black Country and running a workshop at Perryfields High.
1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, up, down, step, step, woo!
The workshop is followed by a question and answer session.
Absolutely everybody is able to learn to dance. I'm living proof that anybody can make it as a dancer almost, because I was considered plus size as a dancer. And so in order to be recognised as a hip-hop dancer, usually you have to be bikini-clad and shaking your bum on a rapper's car. Absolutely no way in hell is that going to happen.
And it's 1, 2, 3...
Perryfields High introduced dance as a GCSE, but most pupils now follow the BTEC course.
I just find that BTEC touches a wider range of the pupils. Those who are less able are able to actually gain a minimum of a C in a BTEC, which is really good. Whereas the GCSE dance focuses more towards those who obviously train outside of school, the more talented, the G&T. I mean, it is something that we do still do, but we do it as a fast-track system as opposed to it being the set subject in the school. You wait for the first count.
This is a Year 10 BTEC lesson. Other floor exercises involve thinking rather than dancing.
So, the theme of the lesson is conflict. I want you to write down 4 words that you think, to you, conflict means, OK?
People, violence and emotion.
Fighting, tension, bullying and physical abuse.
First, the class is taught steps that have been choreographed by Joe with help from one of the school's star performers, who's going on to take A-level dance.
2. So when it gets to this point, you're literally going to step back and show your hands. The look on your face should be almost like a look of question, a look of help. What am I doing? OK?
It's now up to the dancers to decide how to develop the dance for themselves and a partner, using their words and thoughts from the beginning of the lesson.
We do different themes. We look at feelings, we look at weather, we look at mood, we look at standing at a bus stop. We look at lots of different things like that, especially in contemporary.
Are pupils doing this because it's a soft option?
Definitely not.
Dancing around a hall isn't exactly serious study, is it?
It really is. It takes a lot of training to be a dancer. Physically, it's very demanding on your body. Mentally, they have to choreograph things. You've got the theory elements of it. They have to know stuff. So no, it's not a soft option at all. Good. Get ready and go.
It took less than 2 years for dance to step up from after-school sideshow to centre stage of the timetable. And according to the head teacher, none of his staff stomped a foot about it.
There's always pressure on the curriculum, but it's how you handle the curriculum and it's how you work with your staff. So as long as you introduce things in a sensible way, you talk to staff, you tell them why you're doing it, and you discuss the options available. and in the end it's all for the children. It's not all about exams. And dance, and like many of the other option subjects, also come with the GCSE. They're not easy options, they're hard work.
Of course, dance remains much more than an exam subject. The after-school activities continue in the shape of the Youth Dance Company.
It's to do with zombies, to do with death and stuff, and it's a bit different from anything else. So.
And how often have you performed that?
Quite a lot actually, probably about 7 times, different places. We performed at the Hippodrome, we performed it here, so there's quite a few places.
You don't just dance, you learn about all the other stuff, like, because I do BTEC and I've learned about all the backstage, like all the makeup and like income and kind of like how they use it, like for lighting and sound effects. So it's not just kind of you performing all the time, even though that is a really good side.
I really enjoy it, and even though I wouldn't want to pursue it as a career, I enjoy it so much, and I like it as a hobby, and also it keeps you fit as well. So.
What career have you chosen?
I want to be a teacher. Yeah.
I think rehearsals, when it comes to stuff like that, it's like if you don't kind of give it your all in rehearsals, then you're not going to give it your all when you perform it.
Joe started the company and choreographed this dance to boost performance. Perryfield's reputation got something of a lift as well. Following their success here at the Birmingham Hippodrome, the dancers have been asked to perform at dance festivals at Her Majesty's Theatre and the Royal Albert Hall. They'll also be performing at events and competitions organised by UDance.
We know that by giving children more opportunities to perform, they see each other performing, and that raises their game, that raises their aspirations, and really makes them understand what dance is all about.
So it's not good enough just to join a dance class?
Well, obviously it's really important to get the foundations right, and they've got to spend time in the studio and in the classroom creating the dance performance in order to perform it. But having that aspirational aim to perform it in front of a public audience where possible is something that really helps drive them forwards, helps polish the work and create something really exciting to share with other people.
How do you feel when you're performing?
When I'm performing, I can't describe the feeling. It's the most amazing feeling. I mean, after, 18 years of dancing, I do still get nervous. But after the first sort of minute or so, as you warm into it, the feeling is brilliant. I can't compare it to anything. The energy, the buzz, just everything is, nothing compares to that at all. Amazing feeling.
Of course, you don't need a stage or even a dance floor to perform, especially when you can take centre court. Playground performance has turned break and lunchtime into showtime.
We always do it at every lunchtime. If we're not doing that, we're just running around anyway, so. Boys have started to join as well. It's not just girls now.
You're one of the star performers, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is she the best dancer in the school?
Well, nah, I think she is, yeah, she's really good.
There are no signs yet of boys joining them on court, but a couple are being moved over by the picnic benches, where an impromptu salsa performance is going on.
When I'm on the field, me and my friends will go all mental on the field, because it's a nice day on the field when you enjoy yourself, really. It's not a hard working sport unless you really want to get into it.
And it's good exercise as well.
And tell me, when you go out to the parties, do you do this all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a way of showing off, really. Isn't
Yeah.
Perryfields High is being asked to share its expertise and encourage other schools to follow in its dance steps.
In some schools, dance isn't very well established at the moment, but we're hoping that by giving them opportunities to work with the schools that have got a well-established dance department, like Perryfields, gives them more of an inspiration and a route through to creating more dance opportunities for the young people in that school.
Are there enough dance teachers?
There aren't enough dance teachers in England by a long way, and PGCE numbers for dance training have fallen. So we're also looking at Youth Dance England for how to support that process and create more qualified dance teachers to go into school. And we run a Dance Links programme that helps also create more dance teachers that can work within school settings to provide high quality dance opportunities.
If another school wants to introduce dance into their curriculum or into their after-school clubs, what's your advice to them?
I think the first bit of advice is you do need somebody who's going to champion that, because there's quite a lot of time and energy and effort in terms of the extracurricular time that you'd have to put in. Then you have to prepare for an exam and make sure that you've got all of the schemes of work and the programmes of study ready and sorted out. So you need somebody who's going to be able to do that and want to do it. It has to be a passion.
You six, come down here.
At Perryfields, the champion leading the dance was Jo, who arrived as a PE teacher. She's now teaching dance full-time, and she believes everyone's a dancer at heart.
I just think that a lot of people do it, you know, in their bedrooms with friends, messing around and things like that. And I think there's a lot of dance programmes on TV at the moment, which obviously, you know, people watch. Reality TV is a big hit with young kids, and obviously, you know, they see that and they want to be a part of that. And if we're offering it in school, then they're going to take it up.
So it's television, not your inspiring teaching?
Obviously it's my inspiring teaching, but it's not just that, it's other role models in the school, you know, it's older pupils in the school and they want to be like them.
Whether it's Jo, Kimberly or even John Sargent providing the inspiration, a number of pupils are now considering professional dance careers.
How difficult is it to make it?
I don't consider that I've made it yet. But I mean, I've had some success in what I've done, and it's just been a really fantastic journey. I think it has been extremely difficult. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat it. It's not easy at all. There's a lot to put up with as a dancer, from, you know, really intense training to long days, long travels. There's just, you know, it's a hardcore life. It's really hardcore. But in saying that, the rewards are amazing. Being able just to, you know, do what you love, wake up in the morning and know I'm going to dance is the most amazing feeling in the world. So it's not easy in the slightest, but then anything worth having isn't easy.
What are these kids like at dancing?
What are you guys like at dancing? Do you know what? I want to be really, really honest, because we just did what was technically an intermediate stroke advanced piece of choreography in less than about 20 minutes. You got the choreography, we performed it at the end, so as far as I'm concerned, you're all hired.
Perryfields performers may or may not break into the big time, but if they've got the passion, if they've got the perseverance, why shouldn't they dance to their dream?